What's up everybody, Jordan here from Tech Talk Today. I'm back with another video. Today, I'm going to show you the Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus. So to get this one, go to Samsung.com, and you can also get it from all the major carriers like Rogers, Telus, Bell, etc. And you can get the S8 or the S8 Plus in Orchid Gray or Midnight Black. And so let's read the specs. Alright, so it's got an iris scanner, fingerprint scanner. The rear camera is dual pixel 12 megapixel camera, f1.7 aperture, and the front is an 8 megapixel camera with f1.7 aperture as well. And it's an octa-core processor, 6.2-inch display, and the resolution is Quad HD, so 2960 by 1440. And it's a dual edge Super AMOLED, and it can shoot up to Ultra HD 4K at 30 frames per second, and it's got a flash on the main camera and autofocus, 4 gigs of RAM, 64 gigs of storage with a micro SD card slot up to 256 gigabytes, and so you can put a SIM card and a micro SD. And it's got USB Type-C, it's got a GPS, it's got a headphone jack, which is nice in this day and age, and it's the first phone running Bluetooth 5.0, which improves range and battery efficiency and a bunch of other stuff. And it's got NFC for Samsung Pay, and it runs Android. And it's got an accelerometer, a barometer, a fingerprint sensor, gyro sensor, geomagnetic sensor, Hall sensor, HR sensor for checking your heart rate, iris sensor, pressure sensor, proximity sensor, RGB light sensor. So a bunch of sensors. And the dimensions are 159.5 by 73.4 by 8.1. And it weighs 173 grams, which is nice and light. And then, according to Samsung.com, it says you can get up to 14 hours of internet usage time on 3G, and on Wi-Fi up to 15 hours, and it's got a 3500 milliamp hour battery, and up to 58 hours of audio playback, talk time up to 34 hours, video playback up to 20 hours, and the battery is non-removable. And yeah, so let's unbox the phone. And so here's the phone. I forgot to mention this before, but shout out to Shaun for letting me borrow his S8 Plus for this video. I'll leave a link to his channel in the description if you want to check that out. So S8 Plus, 64 gigabytes, Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus on the side, and on the back, some specs. So same dimensions from the website, dual pixel, 12 megapixel and 8 megapixel cameras, IP68 water and dust resistant, iris scanner, Knox protected, 64 gigabytes of memory, 4 gigabytes of RAM, wireless charging, and it comes with earphones tuned by AKG, which I've been testing for the last little while, and they're really good. So I just slide this off, Samsung, and then you cut this plastic and then slide it open, and right away you get the phone. So just flip the box and pop it out like that, and then we'll just put that to the side for now and look at everything else that you get in the box. So you get a bunch of books and a SIM removal tool to also get to your micro SD card slot. So take that out, put that to the side, and then so you just slide this open, and you got some books, some warranty information, setup guide, all that stuff. Just throw that close it up and throw it to the side. And then so you also get, this is kind of nice, a USB Type-C to micro USB adapter. So if you have micro USB accessories and you don't want to go out and buy all new cables and all new docks and all that, just put this on and it'll work with the S8 or the S8 Plus. And you also get USB Type A to USB-C for transferring your information from another phone. And then you get the adaptive fast charging brick, and which comes in black, which is really nice. And so let's peel the plastic off. It's kind of sticky, so it's kind of hard to take off. Just do that. And then Samsung on the top, nice and shiny. US and Canada wall plug, AC. And then you get this little box with the couple cable things. So you got the AKG earbuds that have an orchid gray accent to match the phone. And they also come with more tips, but I just don't have those right now. And then you got USB-A on one end to plug into your computer or battery charger or whatever, to USB-C to plug into the phone. That's nice. And then, so let's just put all that to the side. And then let's grab the phone. So this is a really nice phone. Big 6.2-inch display. Basically bezel-less. Like, you can hardly see the bezels unless you're like looking for them. And then on the side you got volume up and down and your Bixby button, because the Samsung Galaxy S8 and S8 Plus come with a new voice assistant called Bixby. And then other side you got your power button, so it's power on the phone. Then you'll be greeted with that when you turn the phone on. Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus, powered by Android. And then back, some Samsung branding, thumb scanner for unlocking your phone, your 12 megapixel camera, and your heart rate sensor for S Health. And then on the bottom you got one bottom firing speaker, USB Type-C port for charging. This phone also supports wireless charging, but if you want to plug it in wired, it's USB Type-C, and it's got a headphone jack, which is always nice. So then I'm just gonna put in the code, and then so it'll do that once it's all set up and you power it on. And then so once it does that, we'll look around the phone a bit and play with some stuff. And like, this is a really nice phone. Like, when you hear 6.2-inch display, like, you think, oh, that's super unwieldy and hard to use, but I can hold it in my hand just fine. And then I've watched a bunch of reviews, and like, a lot of people have said they don't like the placement of the fingerprint sensor. I honestly don't mind it. Like, it's inconvenient, but it works. And yeah, so the phone's booted up, and the first thing you see is this awesome screen. Like, this camera's not doing it justice. You really have to see this phone in person. So it's a AMOLED display, and it's just awesome. And then you got the edge on the side. So let's go into settings and look at some stuff. So if you go to display, by default this phone is set to FHD plus, which isn't as high resolution. So if you get this, make sure to put it all the way to the right side to WQHD plus, because that's the highest resolution. Then you can also change the order of these buttons, but I'm just going to leave it. And then so screen mode, you can adjust the optimization of the display. You can adjust whether it's warmer or cooler, depending on your preference. And then the font, home screen, do all that. And yeah, so let's try setting up iris scanner in 1 second. So I'm just gonna go into security and do that, and then so go to iris scanner and press register irises. So gives you some information if you have glasses and all that. which I do. So I'm just going to read that quickly, and then I'm going to hit continue. And then so it's going to show you some instructions. So it's going to do that, and then I'm just going to look at the phone. And then it's set up. So shows you some tips for using your iris scanner. And then it doesn't work quite as well if you have glasses on, but I've tried it and it does work with glasses. You just gotta, it's a little bit more like fiddly. So it shows you some tips. And so we'll just skip that. It's not gonna let me, so I'll just swipe through, press OK, and press turn on. And then so to test this out, I'm just going to open the phone, and then I'm going to look at it. So you just got to get it nice in position. Oh, it's not working for some reason, so it's kind of finicky, so you just got to make sure to look directly at the phone, and if you have glasses on, take them off. And yeah, so then you can also swipe up to use iris scanner, which doesn't seem to be working at the moment, but you know, it is what it is. And then so on the new S7, or not S7, S8, you just swipe up with Android 7.0 to get to your app drawer. And let's go to the camera. Let's take a picture of the box. Let's get that in focus. And then just snap the picture. Take a look at it. And then let's just get rid of that. Yeah, it looks really nice. Really great camera. And then let's take a look at some other settings. So you can do all your filters, like on Instagram. There's actually quite a few. And then you can do stickers. And then you can do these like sticker type things, like on Snapchat. And let's just go back. And then another thing that you get with Bixby is Bixby Vision. So if you just press the Bixby icon, it'll scan whatever's on your screen, and then you can click shopping. And then sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So I'll try with something else. We can just use my iPad. Just move that out of the way, and then get that into focus. And then, yeah, so just scan it, press shopping, and then it'll pull up stuff that it thinks is relevant to what it sees on this camera. And then it can also recognize what's on your screen to help you. And, yeah, so as on a lot of other Android phones and Samsung phones, you got the secure folder. So for contacts or whatever, and yeah, the new version, the new TouchWiz UI, or Samsung Experience as they're calling it now, looks really nice. It's not as like crazy as TouchWiz used to be, and yeah, looks nice. So in this video I showed you the Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And shout out to everybody following me on Instagram and on Facebook. And I'll be back with more soon. Peace.